Hey, what's going on? I'm gonna start this day a little bit different. I know I look a little crazy. I'm just now waking up, and I just decided to come to the docks over here at the water. Just want to be here at the water right now. Start early like this, and start with a little exercise. I like to start my day by going to the gym. I like to run a mile every time I go in a gym, but I figured I'll just take a nature walk. So I've been walking around, enjoying the beautiful scene, enjoying the beautiful environment, being grateful for everything that is available to me, at all the time. You guys have seen me, excuse me, in so many situations, so many different places, so many different countries, so many different environments. I just like to appreciate them all when I'm there. I feel like there's definitely a message that's always present when I sit down in nature, when I pay attention to the plants, the seasons, the weather, the leaves, the animals. It's always so much to learn. So, I just want you guys to know this about in this video today. I just want people to kind of acknowledge the metaphysical. Really take a look at the fact that, when they say don't get stuck on the surface, or certain things are below the surface, what they mean to say is that there is more significance to certain scenarios than what may be apparent. So, certain things may not be a certain way just for like a simple reason. Sometimes, these are indicators of how energy is moving in the universe. Example, you could say it's just a random phenomenon for certain animals and certain mating seasons, and certain plants and certain blooming and this and that. But actually, when you pay attention, they're indicators. They're telling you about the seasons. If you didn't have a clock, if you didn't have a watch, they'd be telling you the seasons, what season it is, the temperatures and weathers, and that's telling you what the universe is doing in some way, shape, or form, how the energies currently are in the universe. So although it may seem like it's a part of one little thing, it could be connected to everything. And you are one little thing that is connected to everything as well. So even you have seasons, even you have phases, even you have moods and modes, and it just happens. We evolve. Nature around us evolves. Everything evolves, and whether you want to or not, it's just, I think that it'd be wise to consciously evolve, because to consciously evolve, to pay attention and to choose to be in flow with the universe, to choose to be in flow with what is, that's something special. Even those who ignore it, and even those who remain ignorant to things beyond the surface, or who don't care about the significance of things, or just would rather throw it in there and be like, it is what it is, I'm just going to experience what it is, there is a lacking connection. Like, example, think of a relationship. You don't want a relationship to be like, oh, well, it just is what it is. This is just what we're doing. We just have to do this. No, you want to choose that person. You want that person to choose you. You want to be with who you want to be with, not just what is, oh, we're next to each other, let's be together and make, no, there's so much that goes into it, to where sometimes it takes years and years to decide if you want to be with a person or not. Sometimes it takes minutes, seconds, days to decide if you want to be with a person or not. And I don't feel like relationships are the point of this video. My point of this video is significance. Why are you doing what you're doing? Not just doing things to do them, but why are you doing what you're doing? There's so much beauty and weight that this lake holds for me because of all of these lotus flowers. I have a lotus tattoo, and it has a lot of significance to me for what it means esoterically. But to be in a place where there's just lotuses blooming left and right, they're just all blooming lotuses, it's I come here for that. It's very significant to me. This is a place where I come to, I feel like I get the energy of growth, expansion, opening up, enlightenment, developing into who I am supposed to be, embracing my roots, embracing the darkest, the worst things in my life, and turning them into the brightest, most beautiful things in my life. I'm all about that, and this lake reminds me of that. So I like to come here, and I like to do my videos here. You know, there's nature everywhere, but I like this little pool of nature. It has significance to me. Now, maybe it seems like I'm rambling, but I'm not. I want everybody to live a life of fulfillment. I want everybody to have a full spectrum life. You deserve it. And in order to do such a thing, you can't just live robotically. You don't want to live just randomly. Que sera what it is, just like that. Like, trust me, that could be good and that can be bad. What it is I want everybody to realize that there's a reason for everything. And I want people to start having a reason for everything they do. This is called sacred. All you're doing is assigning more value to the things that you do, the places that you go, the people that you're with. All you're doing is assigning more value to them. That doesn't have to be a bad thing. You know, sacred movement, sacred things. That's why I don't like to repeat myself a lot of the time, and I don't like when people question what I do, because in my heart, bro, like I do everything for such a specific sacred reason that I don't always have time to explain. And I would just like for people to understand, around me at least, who I am and how I am, to realize that there's nothing that this guy does that is inconsiderate. He literally is considering me in everything. And, you know, sometimes people don't see that. Sometimes people don't know that. And that's a personal thing with me. But I want people to realize that making moves sacred in life means to do something with an intention. Not just to do things, like to get up and just, oh, I'm up, let me just get on my phone and scroll. Like, no, like, you woke up today. Does your day have any type of sacredness to it? Is there anything that you wanted to use this day for? Anything that you can consciously do with your time and energy today? You know, getting up and going to the gym, you know, making use of my time. My time is sacred. So every second, every minute, I want it to be towards something intentionally. I don't want wasted minutes. I don't want wasted time. I don't want random time. I don't want free time. I want my time to be spent the way that I want it to be. And there's sacred reasoning to it now. I have enough knowledge and wisdom to be conscious with every decision that I make and see how it affects and outreaches to everyone. I'm, you know what I mean? If I was more ignorant and I didn't care to learn and I didn't care to grow, then my actions that are affecting the entire universe, I just wouldn't care. I'll just let it be what it was, and I would be able to have less intent. So now I know more. Now I see how my energy ripples into the universe more. Everything that I do has become that much more important. Put it to you like this, because I don't need this video to be forever, right? But put it to you like this. I like the concept of royalty. The reason why I like the concept of royalty, because to me, in today's day and age, I use it metaphorically, and it's to put your crown on. When you put your crown on, that is claiming authority of your life. That is taking responsibility for everything in your life, right and wrong. That is, to me, putting your crown on is saying, like, you know what? I am the kingdom. I am the kingdom of God. I am a kingdom, and how I treat myself is the most important thing. And I don't. People like to treat other people good, or like other people to see people treat other people good, while you treat yourself like trash. It doesn't mean anything if that's how you treat yourself. You know, how authentic is it when you treat somebody else good when you don't treat yourself good? You know, what do you want from them? You know, that's the next question. So I like the concept of royalty, because it means that you've taken ownership of your life. You see yourself as the kingdom, and you are not allowing anyone else to be at fault for the things that are going on in your reality. You cannot be a victim and the king of the kingdom at the same time. So, and with that, I also think about this. People in life can do whatever they want. The villagers and the commoners or whatever, you guys can just do whatever you want, right? Well, the king or the queen, anytime we get up, it's everybody, it affects the whole kingdom. Every time we sit down, it affects the whole kingdom. What we choose to eat for breakfast affects the whole kingdom. whether we want to or not. What we think about it, not everything that we say, everything that we do, everything how we move as a king of a kingdom affects the entire kingdom. Everything Bob the Baker does affect the entire universe. However, the kingdom and the system that would be set up, that he would be a baker in that kingdom, he can do a little bit more and get away with things. Whereas the king of the kingdom is always really being watched. There is no day off. There is no time off. What time does the king of the kingdom get off? What time does the queen get off? None. Even if they were to take a vacation or to do leisure activities, that affects the kingdom and its safety and its security and its preparedness and its happiness and its morality. There are so many things to tend to in the kingdom, as if it was a child, as if it was a person, as if it was you, as if it was a life. And I just want people to understand why it's important to do things sacred. It adds value to your life. It may seem overwhelming, but with great power comes great responsibility. So if we're here to motivate, if we're here to be better, if we're here to be greater, we're here to improve and to grow and to evolve, well then yeah, you're going to want to do better. You're going to want to be more sacred with everything that you do. All right? So that's pretty much all I wanted to say here. I'm about to sit here and enjoy this time right here, go to the gym again, and just, go home and shower and go to my journal. And I scheduled my whole day last night. In between doing what I plan to do is where magic happens anyway. So I write down what it is I'm going to be doing. I organize what it is I want to do. I do let the day happen. I make my plans and I allow the universe to interrupt it with something better. But I don't ignore the aspect of making my life, energy, and time sacred. Don't ignore that part. And as I pursue these adventures, and as I say I'm write down, finalize my music, in the process of doing that, I might learn something. I might have to contact somebody and end up having an interesting conversation that leads to new connections, that leads to new goals, new aspirations. I might go take a walk and say, well, hey, I need to get some air and I want to go get some nature, and find a new spot on the docks that I like, and meet a new person randomly. That happened. That's already happened multiple times out here. I love it. So I just want you guys to know that there is plenty of surprise. There is plenty of randomness and excitement in this life. And you can still be sacred and intentful and conscious of every move and decision still. And still experience a surprising, abundant, mysterious, exciting, amazing life. You can have that. So anyway, I love you guys. My name's Soular Moray. Yet again, you guys can go ahead and look through my channel. You'll find all kind of videos of me, promoting you, helping you promote yourself and your connection to the divine, if you will. And however you choose to look at that, I just like to operate in truth. And type in my name, Soular Moray, SOULARAMORREY, on any platform, and you'll be able to find my music as well. My music is also very useful for this, and there's only more of it that's going to be released and coming out. I'm making my best music that I've made in a long time in this environment, in my opinion. So yeah, tap in, like, share, subscribe. Hit me up if you want me to do a personal astrology reading. I have mastered all forms of astrology and more, and I use that to necessarily help people lock into their purpose. There's so many uses for it, but my favorite use is to help people lock into their purpose, because that unlocks money, that unlocks relationships, that unlocks things with the children, that unlocks all those little cool things that we want on the side. Stems from your purpose. Love you guys. Hey, hold it down, but keep it up. Peace.